Welcome back to Getting Grubby, or in fact, welcome to Getting Grubby if this is your first time with us. Today, I'm going to teach you how to cook the good old Great British classic, the sausage roll. And this ain't no B-Tech processed Greg's ting. That is unauthentic, unoriginal, filled with calories, and God knows what could be in it. This is a gourmet, luxurious, tasty, absolute madness of a sausage roll that of course you're going to want to make at home. Let's do this. First step, 180 degrees fan oven, and we're going to put the tray in with it. The tray needs to get hot, and this stops the bottom of the sausage roll getting soggy. Goes onto a hot tray and gets that crispy bottom as well. It's a crispy outer and all around that jazz of madness. Wow. So you've got your oven preheated. Now we're moving on to making that gorgeous sausage filling. You can buy sausage meat from the shop, but I've gone for these Lincolnshire sausages, and simply to get the meat out, just cut down and peel back the skin. Peel back the skin. Oh. And then, yeah, get them in there, and then you give them a good mash. I'm going in with 6 of these, mind.
6?
6.
Why so many, Joe?
I don't know, that's just a ratio that I'm going for. Sausage is in here. Next up, I've got some chopped up parsley, some Parmesan, handful of both. Going in there. Pesto. Can anyone tell me what pesto is made from? Basil. Like I've mentioned, we're going in with this basil-y, pesto-y madness. 3 teaspoons of pesto. There is already Parmesan in there, and one of the key elements of pesto is Parmesan, but it just adds like that basil-y, nutty twang to it, and adds all sorts of different levels to it. Proper naughty. There is apple as well going into this. There's obviously that sweet twang. You go for apple, you go for caramelised onions. I can't be bothered to caramelize any onions, so I'm just going with apples. But obviously there's a lot of moisture in apple, so we're going to peel it, grate it, put in a tea towel, twist the tea towel to get the liquid out, like, and then you get that appley taste and flavour without the liquid, otherwise the ting will go bare soggy. And we want it to be like, you know, crisp and naughty, but also juicy inside. I've grated my apple, and basically it's draining the liquid off and getting it into a bit of tea towel, and then just give it a squeeze, open up your little package, and then you've got your apple, and then all the moisture's out of it, so it can just bang in there. Lovely jubbly. It's now time to get hands on with your peeled back meat. The pastry for these sausage rolls, we're going in with puff pastry for the pastry. Shop bought, of course, because if anyone has time to make puff pastry, they've got no life. Literally takes forever. Block of butter in the fridge for a bit. Block of butter in for the fridge for a bit. Bold, block. I tried to make it once in my GCSE catering exam, and I did manage to do it after 4 solid hours, even though the fire alarm went off halfway through and we had to like leave the exam. But yeah, shop bought puff pastry. Even the big man himself, Gordon Ramsay, would say that. This is sticky. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to salvage this.
Really?
I'm actually going to get another one. This is my second roll of puff pastry because the other roll had been out of the fridge too long and kind of like melted and stuck to the greaseproof paper. I got another one. The technique is, you've got your meat that's looking rather green, and we want to make it into like a long kind of sausagey shape. Just kind of get it and just mould it with your, hand like this. And we're looking for that sort of, look at this tender meat. Yeah, once you kind of makeshifted the pattern, we're going to just pull this over and kind of establish where it needs to come to. It's probably about here. Grab your Gourmet meat cleaves. Cut it off, we'll save that for later. Once you've teed up your meat on the pastry, and you kind of measured it out so you know where the foil's going to go, we're going to quickly beat an egg. Oh my god, I've tried to do one hand jobby. It's gone absolutely Terry eyeball. Give that a little whiz. And then we're going to basically use this to glue our sausage roll. My pastry brush has disappeared, so I'm going to have to do this with a spoon. But I would advise doing it with a pastry brush if you got one. This would be a lot easier with a pastry brush, but we move, we live and we learn. I've made this look like really hard work. Get yourself a pastry brush, kids. Once you're egged up, you're going to lift over until the two sides meet. Right, I've made this mistake plenty of times before and used a fork to do this, but my top tip is to use the back of a spoon. It won't stick as much, and you basically want to go round and make sure it's sealed so nothing can escape. And then we'll go back round with a knife and trim it, because obviously you don't want this looking like this. Go back round with a knife, trim it and make it look proper sexy. We're gonna egg wash the outside. You want a nice bit of egg wash on there. This is what gives it a beautiful golden colour. Oh, dairy me, it's going everywhere. Make sure you wash your side afterwards if you get egg on there. You don't want any salmonella. How have I made that look so absolutely rubbish now? We're gonna put a couple of slits in it across the top. My last top tip. Where's that bleeding Parmesan? Right, my final tip is get a little dust in. Little dust of Parmesan on top. God. We're ready to rock and roll. Bang! On the hot pan. Like I said, that keeps the bottom crispy, that stops the bottom from going soggy. Top tip. And then get that back in the fan oven, 180, 25, 20, 30 minutes, one of them. Just keep your eye on it. When it's golden brown, crispy, and absolutely naughty, it's gonna be ready to come out. Be back in 25 minutes. WALLOP! Time to check out them bad boy sausage rolls. Oh. Looks alright, doesn't it? Right, at this point, yeah, I would usually lightly brush it with like the tiniest bit of egg wash again, and it just gives it this nice glaze. But because I ain't got a pastry brush, I ain't gonna bother trying to do it with the back of the spoon again. But if you've got a pastry brush, do that and give it a sprinkle of sesame seeds as well. That'll look bloody lovely. Let's chop it open and see what it's saying. Oh. Crispy. Flaky. Karate! God, look at that bad boy. Look at that juicy bad boy. Bloody hot. Sausage roll, pure crispy, flaky. And like I said, if you heat it up before, you get a crisp bottom as well. Obviously, I'm gonna give this one a taste because it looks absolutely, look how juicy and succulent it looks. Greg's, I'm coming for you, baby, because that is absolutely divine. Succulent, the meat's cooked to perfection, the fruitiness and the sweetness from the apple bangs with the pesto, the combos in here, mate. It's an absolute madness. Greg's, if you ever want a sausage roll off, or you want to feature this special in your cafe, in your cafeterias one day, holler me. But yeah, I'm coming for you. That one's a rhythm. WALLOP!